now that we've got everyone in.
What is the link? I need to know.
For 1 second. Welcome everyone to episode 3 of YURTKAST. This is what I called the laying low stream after 605 threads last time. We're just playing Uno. We're playing Uno with esteemed SCP Wiki author, and there's probably a couple other titles I could throw in there. Djkaktus.
What were the 605 threads last time?
I told someone else this. Like, long story short, we made Darnell and Tanany write an article on stream and post it. Yeah, that thing.
It's a lot of collateral damage. It's entirely unforeseen. Nobody
could have seen this coming.
You're just having a little bit of fun.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. Okay, so this stream we're gonna play Uno with Cactus. The catch being, because we still are ostensibly an SCP podcast, although I guess now we're just like SCP Twitch streamers. We're gonna make you read a 914 test log every time you have to draw a card.
Horrifying. I hate this already. I want to die. I quit. I didn't sign up for this. No, this is not good. I changed my mind. This is bad, and I hate it, and I hate you.
Hey, we could have made you take it. We could have made it take a shot every time you were gonna log.
You would have died of alcohol poisoning.
I would do that. That's fine. Oh my god, the 914 experiment log. Oh Lord help.
I picked the 7th log because it's far enough away from the first that it's not like really bad ones from 2012, but like
it doesn't get better.
Brad, do you know offhand how many pages the 914 log is?
It's at like 20.
I think I got scolded by somebody on staff one time over the 914 log because I made some.
There aren't 7 now. There are 20. We just picked the 7th one.
Oh Lord. Okay, that's fine.
Did you send him the link?
I sent him the link.
Send it to me too.
I got it.
I
got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Oh man, this episode was a nightmare to set up. Technically,
this episode is a nightmare already. It's an ongoing nightmare. The nightmare hasn't stopped.
It's gonna keep on going downhill.
Oh Lord. Grievous is
anyway.
Okay.
Are we all ready? Are we all ready?
I think we're all ready.
Yep. We will not get more ready than we are right now.
I have like 60 screens open, so if I die, just assume my computer exploded in my face.
Again, I'm pretty sure this game is like a Bitcoin miner.
There's no way it should be 4 gigabytes for Uno.
I refuse to admit that there's a chance in any universe where this game is 4 gigabytes. It's not that nice. It doesn't even. I can't even play it in 4K. It's small on my screen.
There you go.
Okay. How do I use a card?
Wait, can I disable the timer? Is that an option?
Heck, you got like 5 cards. That's a lot of 914 logs.
Is there no way to actually stop the timer?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, I gotta turn voice chat off. I could hear all of you twice.
Yeah, you need to go into the options and turn it off. Cause
Is hell.
This is a nightmare. Okay, we gotta restart. Hold on.
Oh God.
Okay, so I'm looking on the options, and yeah, I don't think there's a way to disable the timer.
There's got to be a way. There simply must be a way.
There is not.
Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
To the new one. I'm gonna like have to actually edit the stream. Normally I don't edit like the YURTKASTs. Like I mix the audio and then I put like the visuals up and then I just call it a day. But I'm gonna have to actually edit this one.
How is there no way to?
This is a pretty shittily designed game.
This is great.
Pretty shittily designed 4 gigabyte game. Are we playing with a special deck or are we just gonna play with the normal deck?
Play with the normal deck, cause who the fuck is gonna like?
Pay money for other decks?
It's an Uno deck. They're all the same.
Oh God, there's DLC.
There is DLC.
There's DLC. The game with all the DLC included is like $20. It's twice the price.
Right.
I said, wait, is this the episode? This is ostensibly the episode, but we haven't really started yet. We're just an hour late because we all suck.
Oh, so speak for yourself.
You drove out to get ibuprofen. First of all,
Comment. This person says, I'm a caregiver and thought this might be a good game for them to play, but the timer is just too fast for some of them. Crazy you can't adjust it or turn it off. The first comment after that is, wow, how slow is your brain that the timer is too fast?
Jesus Christ.
Holy
Okay.
fuck.
God damn. It's what's going on? I'm confused.
What did you do?
I'm lost. I need an adult.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea how that worked. Why are you getting so many cards?
I don't know. I clicked draw and it keeps giving me them.
Oh, that's horrifying. I hate that a lot.
It draws until you have something you can play.
Oh, okay. I can play on that.
Cling Monkey, don't. Oh God, Cling Monkey's snitching on me.
What did she say?
She's telling me cards. She's saying my cards.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'm not
How about fuck you, Dune? How about that?
Well, how about I draw another card?
Unfortunately, we only have one mildly successful author in here, and his name is me. So, it's not exactly.
Only one mildly successful. You're right. You are mildly successful.
What's your great length of success? Like 18, like #1 on the SCP wiki.
I don't talk about the wiki outside of wiki circles because it's very hard for me to explain to people like why
this matters.
Care.
Yeah.
Why this? Yeah, it doesn't really mean anything to most people, and I don't blame them for it.
I mean, it takes a lot of mental gymnastics to convince yourself why it matters in the first place.
I mean, I don't know. You were like, Dune gets so upset when he was telling me the story about what's it called, the Everest in your university common room.
Oh yeah,
You should tell Cactus that story. I love that. Yeah.
All right. Well, Cactus is involved in this story too.
A horror.
What is the episode? Lizard, this is the episode. I have bad news. If you're expecting anything different, I'm sorry.
I'm also sorry.
Hey, I don't know about you. I'm having a great.
I'm having a fantastic time.
I'm having a better time than watching poor Darnell.
I had a better time than I did when watching, like, that's not true. Watching Darnell and Tan struggle was pretty fucking funny.
Was funny, but you know, it comes to a certain point in time when you start to feel bad for Darnell. He's a nice guy.
Darnell's a wonderful guy. Darnell's a treasure. I love Darnell.
We should have made fucking Jack write the article.
Jesus Christ. Jack would have deleted it 20 seconds after. I'm sorry, Jack, if you're listening to this. I'm not sorry.
Sorry, Jack.
I'm not sorry. We love you, Jack. Dude, it would have been so fucking funny to have Jack on here with you. You guys would synergize perfectly. Cactus is just older Jack, if you ask me. Dude, I have bad news. If you wanna leave, you know, go. Can't stop you.
Is Lizard upset that this is the episode?
Yeah, I have bad news. I literally don't care.
This can't be the episode.
This can't be the episode. They're just playing Uno. Then I've just like upset my entire audience by playing Uno. I love to make people mad.
I mean, what did they expect us to do? I mean, Cac is a world-class Uno player. This is
That's true.
Opportunity.
He's a world-class Uno professional.
Uno professionale.
No, I meant that. This is literally the episode. I told you guys. We were supposed to play. We were supposed to read a 914 card every time someone drew, but then it turns out there's no way to stop the timer.
We'd probably be finished with the fucking logs by this point.
Oh my gosh, no. No!
Oh,
no!
Keep going, keep going.
What
keep
is this
going,
happening?
keep going, keep going.
Christ almighty.
Damn it, I was hoping for like a full 20.
The good news is I have a lot of cards I can use to fuck with people, but
the 914 Discord, I should have streamed Uno in the 914 Discord.
That would have been very funny.
And maybe they would appreciate it.
Maybe they would appreciate it. You guys are ingrates. Providing quality entertainment out here. Family friendly.
Well, somebody's family for sure. I have, fuck.
You have fuck?
That's the robot. Yeah, have fuck all the time. No, I went to the 914 Discord once. It was
You're gonna
weird.
be demonetized. Implying I'm monetized.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck you.
Draw two. Draw two. They did.
914 Discord.
Yeah, they kind of did the thing that people do, which is wild. But
what's the thing people do?
Yeah, I can't imagine what people would do.
Oh Christ! It's your
turn, young man.
Me? Oh, it is my turn. Fuck me. Hang on. There we go. Ooh, got that
Keep
one
the
off
timer
quick.
by 1 second.
Yeah, I got that one off quick. You know, they just get very excited and they ping me a lot, and that's basically it.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty good deal. Not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, for the most part. Sometimes, like, they were not the worst ones. They were pretty cool. The worst ones so far have been the versus wiki.
Oh yeah, those
Oh,
guys
God.
DM you like every day.
They are problematic. One of the one of the
Why
kids
did
from
you
the
engage?
well, just because I didn't want to be rude.
I mean, how are you gonna be like, no, I don't want to talk to you to what is obviously an 11-year-old child asking you if 3812
I
can
don't
beat
think-
up 049?
Did you go to the versus wiki Discord
I did not.
server?
I did not. No, but they found out who I was and started adding me.
They found out who
It's
you
because
were.
well, it's because I linked my Discord name and on Twitter, and I've got a bunch of followers on Twitter now, which is problematic.
They're suffering from success.
Oh,
ass.
okay, very cool.
Contest it. There's no way you can
yeah.
lose harder than how you're losing now. Nice.
I don't know
Nice.
what
Get fucked.
what is the mechanic there? It does not show me all. I don't have all the cards displayed on my screen anymore. It is stacking cards. I have truly too many.
You have 21 cards in your hand.
Like, seriously, as I start to scroll across them, it opens up new little, like, subfolders of cards. We're gonna do this. Because I just truly have so many cards in my arsenal now.
Psych.
But yeah, so I
Psych!
had... Wow, that fucking sucks. Why would you do...
Come on, come
Why would
on.
you do that to your friend Dune?
This game, dude.
Yeah, I know, man. It sucks. Rounder has to do this to us.
I didn't
we're no
do
close.
shit
None
to
of us
you.
are any closer to winning right now either. FYI.
I'm pretty close.
You've been in the same
You've
position
been close.
for like 20 minutes.
I've been alternating between like I get down to 2 and then I get 50 cards and then I have to
Yeah.
like whittle it down again. Oh fuck me.
You don't even know what 50 cards looks like.
You passed 20 there. That was very satisfying to watch. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. So the versus wiki, they found out about my Discord name because I've got it linked to my Twitter profile, and over the course of like 2 or 3 months, I probably got 60 or 70 different friend applications, and I always just accept them because I'm a moron who.
Glad you accepted it.
Well, I didn't accept. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I didn't want to hurt kid feelings.
No, yeah, no, it's a noble goal. Like this
now
is.
I gotta draw.
I occasionally get weird DMs, but like nothing to the scale of your whole deal.
Yeah, it was wild. So, I did that
Fuck you, fucking hell.
today for the first time. I had one of them send me one of those scam links.
Oh god.
You know, one.
They're gonna try to steal your account. They're gonna like
here's
steal your
free
face.
Discord Nitro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
That
the
would-
modern day like Nigerian prince scam.
It's exactly what it is. Oh fuck! Of course it's. I'm
I
gonna
mean, I
challenge
feel
you
like
to
the
get-
modern day Nigerian prince scam is still the Nigerian
I don't-
prince scam. People still do that.
Yeah, don't fucking step to me, Cactus.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I'm living in hell.
Anyway, I've gotten weird like fan DMs. I don't even call it a fan because that makes you feel way more important than you actually are. But like I've gotten weird like DMs like that, but I always usually engage because it's just like a polite conversation about someone who obviously wants to know more about the work. While you're like, I wrote this at 3 a.m. while sitting on the toilet. What do you want from me? But
I think a lot of it is not like, in general, I feel like most people are well-meaning, especially since you can obviously tell with the ones who like trend younger, right?
right.
So there's no hard feelings or anything towards them, but there are also like way more of them than I had ever anticipated there being. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Like when I started doing this, you know, back in 2014, there weren't that many people on the wiki. Like the wiki was big.
It's exploding.
Okay.
It's your turn. Go.
Yeah. Well, so when it's hard to explain. My cards are kind of hard to control right now.
I can't imagine.
There you go. But yeah, so I like the wiki wasn't nearly as big as it is now, and especially offsite, like you didn't have the same kind of like wide base of people. So if there was a YouTube video posted, you wouldn't expect to hear a lot of back from people about that. And the other, I guess, important thing about it is that like the only way you could contact people back then was either wiki messages or on the IRC. So
Oh yeah, that's still an option, obviously.
So well, no, that's not. All I'm saying is that more people use Discord now than ever used the IRC back then, especially more people who are off-site. So it's just a matter of like the accessibility is as high as it's ever been, right? So
Uno.
No.
Hey, at least you guys get DMs.
You
I
get
can't
DMs
remember
too.
Yeah,
well,
from you.
From you.
I would say it's kind of a
Fuck
double-edged
you!
sword.
Oh my god. Come on.
I'm gonna fucking. Okay. Wait.
Does the fucking AI read a 914 log?
Wow.
Okay, well. Wait, no. Not next match. No, not next match. Not again. Not again.
No.
So we have to decide who's gonna read the 914 block.
You know, I'm gonna say since Cac lost the hardest, he gets to read.
Fuck
Yeah,
me,
Cactus
I knew
get.
it.
Yeah.
I've been betrayed. All right, fine.
You haven't been
I'll do the
betrayed. We
first
told
one.
you this is how it was gonna happen.
No, this is a betrayal, and I refuse to hear otherwise. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, so
There's 9.
Here's-
There's 9. You'll manage it. It's fine. You'll
I
do
know.
5. You can do 5. 5.
that's
is
fine. I'll do the whole block. It's fine.
We're gonna be here for the end
It's
of
a
the
big
episode.
block.
It is a big block. Here we go. The first one says, okay, so this is test 914-0700. Researcher Stan is the researcher on the 28th of April, 2019. The total items are 1 wooden Russian nesting doll. So you put the doll in, set it to fine, and the output is a small wooden figure resembling Researcher Darby. Labeling states it is a Russian nesting Darby. The doll splits vertically into
That's good
consecutive
writing. I can't
smaller
even contest
Darbies.
that. That's good shit.
The final doll contained a small inanimate wooden honeybee. Notably, the Darbies were painted and modeled to look further injured as the layers were opened, progressing into a nearly unrecognizable corpse. Note, I'm not sure if 914 is threatening me or Darby, but either way, that's terrifying.
You know, I'd assume it's threatening the guy that isn't the corpse. but-
That's true. I agree. So, in the next one, 914-701, this is Dr. Cleveland. He sticks in a copy of the Green Day single 21 Guns. Two
Oh
copies
man, that
of a
just
photo-
automatically dated when this was written. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Two copies of a photo of Dr. Nukia. Oh, fuck, Dr. Nukia. Holy shit.
What the fuck is
Uh,
Dr. Nukia?
Dr. Nukia was some author insert who started getting like real big in the 914 log, and is all over the 914 log. Like scroll down, you'll see this person's name over and over again. I can't remember whose insert it was.
Control F Nokia 17.
Yes.
17
Serious
Dr.
results.
Nokia.
Yeah, no joke. Okay. So they put in a copy of copies of a photo of Dr. Nukia, dated 2019, and 1 AK-47. It's so fucking random.
Well, the single's called 21 Guns.
All right. I
Wait,
guess
all of them
that's
are
true.
just guns. Okay, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah. So when they put the 47 in, the AK-47, they set to fine. The output was 2 LAR Grizzly Win Mag. Oh god, fucking gun lore. MKV pistols. Testing
Jackal
sure that all
pissed himself
bullets
somewhere.
fired from these pistols
I love you, Jackal. Don't worry.
attain speeds of 30,000 meters per second. And then it's another thing about a gun, which is whatever.
14 gun talk.
Yeah, 914 gun doc, no fucking joke.
Jesus, that's noxious. Don't even say that
Grizzly
shit.
again, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. The next one, the input was the 21 gun single and a photo of Dr. Nukia. The setting was very fine. Why they think it's okay to put guns in on a very fine setting is weird to me, but whatever. The output is a single called 17 Guns. ostensibly by a band named Sons of O'Donnell. The lead singer's voice has been confirmed to be that of Dr. Nukia, while 2 of the backing vocalists have been identified as Professor Wren and researcher Darby. These have to be author inserts.
I mean, it doesn't matter because like these are realistic names, so I don't fight it. But then you have like
Yeah.
actual authors on the site who do like wild shit for their name. Like my name, like my author insert's name is like I could see this being a real person.
I get it. I guess
Yeah,
my
but
big
like mine is like fucking J Dune.
I mean, no, I could. That's still like
Creativity in the world,
ostensibly
so-
real, but then you have like shit that's like completely like nonsense.
I mean, mine is nonsense. I should say that too. And I'm not. I shouldn't criticize, I guess, but
I mean, it's just
Like-
funny. I'm not criticizing it. It just amuses me.
it is. It's kind of weird. And this is the thing that I got kind of animated about years ago that I've become more and more apathetic about over time. Is this like weird microculture that evolved around 914, which I thought was for the longest time it annoyed me, and I couldn't figure out why. And I think it's just because like I hate fun. Or I hated that kind of fun specifically.
I've come to
So-
terms with the fact that I hate enjoyment.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of weird.
I mean, no,
Anyway.
I don't have an issue with it, like, out of hand. Like, I think it's fun. I'm glad people are having fun writing for 914. I think some
Yeah.
of the newer logs are even pretty good. Like, compared to... This is, like, way back in, like, 2013 or 14? These logs were written
Hang on,
in?
give me a second. I gotta
I
take
have
my
a
fucking shirt off. It's
fascination
hot in
with
here.
it, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's, like,
Like, more
interesting.
The
It's so
Bitcoin miners turn my
isolated.
computer up to 9,000. It's so hot.
Oh, God. Oh, no. He's gone.
All right, I'm back. Just
We
without a
accidentally
shirt.
killed Djkaktus. Did you take your shirt off?
I did. I don't. You can't see me now because I turned my camera off. But I don't have
Turn
a
it
shirt.
back on.
I could
No,
tell.
we're good.
Turn it on. Turn it on.
No. We're
Turn it
good.
on.
We're good. We're good. Anyway, so this last one's a photo of Dr. Nukia, said I'm very fine. Also, there's a lot of talk before about how Cleveland, Wren, and Darby want to get a band together, which is kind of weird, but whatever.
I respect that.
Okay, so then this is a very fine setting. The output is an animate photo with a note written at the back stating an expiration date of 5/5/2019. The photo contains a short message from the Grizzly entity, whatever that is, dressed in a black gown to Dr.
Dude, look at the
Nukia,
Twitch chat.
stating that despite having never interacted with him before Hello Goodbye, she believes that Dr. Nukia has always been a kind person and that he will forever be... Is this...
There's lore. There's
Did this...
914
Oh
lore.
my god, there's
Fucking-
lore.
Dude, the Grizzly entity. You don't know this shit?
Grizzly
The
entity.
Grizzly
Oh my
entity?
gosh.
Dude, that's so sick. I love this.
Could we make a fucking 914 iceberg?
I wanted...
914 iceberg.
So, okay, so then they say Nukia will forever be missed. This message repeats itself once every 3 hours. When asked, the entity stated that she does not know of the photo, okay, but that her feelings are similar to that implicated by it. She also made a request to attend Dr. Nukia's funeral. And then there's a lot of like back and forth notes about this person who died. Okay,
I
we're
mean,
gonna
that was
skip-
honestly not okay. I think we can call it for that one, and then we'll do the next one next round. Because I've killed the draw
Yeah.
to match rule, so hopefully we should end sooner.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh man.
I like
All right.
it's fascinating because like I invited you all to the game, by the way.
I
But
see it.
I'm not like against the idea or anything. It's just a matter of, you know, like I don't even know how to articulate my feelings on it. It's so complicated.
I so like it like as much of the wiki is like actual how do you even say this? As much of the wiki is like straight up fan fiction of a poop statue, 914 reads like a lot of fan fiction.
I think there is a separation of like there's the wiki is fan fiction about poop statue, yeah, but like 914 logs strike people. I'm not saying they strike me, but they strike people as fan fiction of fan fiction. So there's like two
Yeah.
layers of separation.
It is kind of like I don't know why it annoys me so much.
It doesn't even annoy me.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, okay. So
That
I
just
added
switch
a
our
rule.
cards?
Yeah, if you play a 7,
Oh,
you
God.
swap like decks with the player, like across from you, and if you play a 0, you, like the decks move like along the route of play.
That was
Thank
so
you
weird.
for telling us about that.
It was a surprise. Okay, well, fuck you. Anyway, I don't hate the 914 logs. I think they're
It's-
pretty. I
it's-
think they're pretty fun.
My thing with it is like I'm never gonna read them, but as long as people have fun,
Yeah,
and are
yeah.
able to like. For
Yeah.
some people, this is like what they like doing on the wiki. Like
I can
if you
respect
get
it.
enjoyment. If you can get enjoyment out of it, great. Clearly,
Yeah.
there's a fucking demand for it with like an entire Discord server
Mhm.
that maintains its own community and shit.
I think I can, like, as much as I roll my eyes about it, I think I probably, like, that is not a fair criticism of 914. Like, oh fuck, I'm gonna challenge this. I don't know what to do with it, but I'm gonna challenge it.
Challenge it, Cac.
I will note that I
What is
respect.
it? What does it happen?
I'll note that I respect the 914 logs a lot more than I respect the 682 logs. Because, like, 914 logs, you have to have some element of creativity in, like, you know, how, what's it called? You have to have some element of creativity with how 914, like, what you put in, what it produces. With 682, the outcome is always going to be the same, that you did
Get
not
fucked
kill the
around our
thing.
house.
I didn't even notice what happened.
The
You got my
termination
cards.
logs
Oh,
for
fuck.
682, they kind of all have the same endpoint. You know what I mean? It's just how do you make it interesting going there? And the point is that you really can't at this point.
Yeah. I wish, man. I
I
still
can't
wish I'd
believe.
been able to.
Yeah, like I have to admit though, getting banned for plagiarizing a 914 log has to be one of the top 10 funniest ban reasons on the entire site.
Who got banned?
It was a 682 log.
It was a 682
Baron
log,
Joe.
yeah.
Yeah, Baron Joe.
Oh my
I'm
God,
not
he got
gossiping
banned for
or about
plagiar-
users or anything, but I'm just saying it's pretty like
Public,
bizarre.
It's public information.
It's public information, but that doesn't change like how you talk about it.
I feel like I got skipped. Did I get skipped?
Okay, so there's also a jump-in rule. So if you have like a card and you have an identical card in both number and color, you can press like W or whatever when it gives you the prompt to jump in, put that shit down.
Wild.
Anyway, I was saying like yeah, like it's pretty like silly to plagiarize for that of all reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. There you go.
Oh, fuck me. But like I said, yeah, I respect 914 more than I respect 682 because 914 has an element of creativity in what comes out of the thing, and you know, whereas 682 is consistently always going to be okay. It didn't kill the lizard. Now what?
Yeah.
I also am not a fan of the anomalous items log, but that's a different matter.
Yeah,
A lot of-
they're just boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just downplayed.
they're just like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
You're pigeonholing yourself into writing boring shit.
I tell
A
you,
lot of these weird
yeah.
ones, like these sort of tertiary, like side logs and stuff like that. I think my like approach to them has always been, because I'm too much of a boomer. I don't understand them. That I just kind of like, I can
Very
find
nice. Very nice.
myself. There we go. I panicked for a second. I didn't know how to do that. Oh, son of a bitch. So yeah, I think I'm just ignoring them for the most part. I think that's probably the best way to
come
do
on,
it.
dude, come on.
What?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean? Come on. Oh shit. Oh wait. Oh fuck. Wait. Why'd I do that?
I don't know.
It actually, I think it actually worked out for you, so I don't feel
Yeah,
too bad.
somehow. Oh, fuck you.
Problem is now,
things always just work out for me, don't they? You know, I think it's funny how there hasn't really been like a big collab log take off in like the later series. You know what I mean? Like every time that people have tried to attempt them, hasn't really, taken off like the old series 1 ones have.
yeah,
I know Lord Stonefish tried to do one a couple months back. I don't know if people are still contributing to that.
I wanted to do one with the Foundation board game
Yes.
article, but thank you.
Oh, wait, well, all right.
I don't know why that worked out.
It's on me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Come on.
Uh-oh, they're
Damn
fight-
it!
Oh, +6.
Challenge.
That's why you gotta never challenge. That's what I've learned. Challenging sucks.
Do it.
It's bad and I hate it.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know what the mechanic is. I just know that I lose it whenever I. That was gonna be my play. Dropping doubles on myself. Fuck me. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna play it. I also like that when you draw now, you don't just draw until you get something to play.
Yeah, I got rid of that because that was
It's
just
very
going
nice.
on
It's
forever.
very
It was
nice.
killing my soul.
The game doesn't
Mhm.
fuck you over.
Seriously.
No, I
The
can't.
soundtrack
do it.
for this
I
is
mustn't do
pretty
it.
good.
I mustn't. Come on!
Oh. No. Got real big Djkaktus energy over there right now around the house.
Djkaktus energy.
Uh-huh.
Oh Christ, this isn't looking too good.
Good. Wise. There we go, Dune. There we go.
Yay.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
No.
Yes, nice. Well done, boys.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, I know what card you have in your hand, so we're
That's
gonna do
a good
this.
point. That's a good point. I didn't foresee this.
Just looked at my phone. My girlfriend texted me and goes, "Do you want me to send you screenshots of the Twitch stream?"
Fuck you, Cling Monkey. I hate you. This is mob wife behavior.
You say mob wife behavior?
Yeah.
It is mob wife behavior.
Nice.
Oh, fuck you.
Just don't play 7. Please don't play 7.
You're in luck. What did I miss the time? I missed the timing?
Idiot.
What?
Uh-oh. I just-
Dude, it blindsided me.
I know, it's so fast. It's
Blindsided.
like a fucking QuickTime event.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh.
No! No!
What just happened?
I
Oh, he
don't
didn't
know.
call Uno. He didn't call Uno is the thing.
How do you-
Oh, no.
How do you call Uno?
I hit the
Oh,
button.
God almighty.
Get
Okay, that's fine.
fucked.
That's fine. I'll take that. I don't like it, but I'll take it.
That was chaotic.
This game is nonsense. This game is also not 3 gigabytes big. I refuse. I don't understand what's happening here.
I said this is mob wife behavior. Cling Monkey.
Ooh.
Dune snitched that you tried to share my fucking screen.
Wow.
What? Oh god, did it win again? Come on!
Again? Jesus Christ.
I did not lose the worst that time, for the record.
Fucking ring.
I
No,
think-
okay.
I mean, if you like, it's weird because like I feel like if you said this sucks on the wiki, you would not like necessarily get staff posted for it. I'm not saying anyone should, but I'm just saying that doesn't necessarily like break the bad
I don't know.
behavior law.
I don't know. If I said something sucked on the wiki, they would find a reason to...
Do you remember the time Vizaz like posted to that one article with like a really dumb title, and all he said was "This is horse shit," and nobody staff posted him?
Yeah, it's really funny.
I always like looking in the comments of, like the really old Series 1 stuff, and like within the first 3 posts you'll find like a comment from like someone who was staff at the time and be like, "You fucking idiot. This is one of the worst things I've seen."
Yeah,
Yeah, it was insane.
Fucking
It is-
idiot.
It is very funny to go back and read comments of people who are still on staff now, who have to go around and like shush people and touch them on the back of the hands and go, hey, be nice now, come on, be nice. When like maybe 5 years ago they were like, you fucking suck!
Dumbass, I can't believe you would post this.
I can't believe you would do this horrible thing. You have no brain. Your brain is open up your head. It's a gassy mass. Gaseous mask is what I should have said.
Gassy mass. Gassy mass.
Speaking of gassy masses.
Gassy
here's
masses.
2014,
Oh man.
0710.
That's the
This
scientific
was
name for
performed
Jupiter,
by-
gassy mass.
Yes. This test was performed by Dr. Matson on April 29th, 2019, involving 1 kilogram of ground beef.
Okay.
An 05 note. Big deal. Testing cleared. Okay. Input. 1
Okay.
kilogram of ground beef on fine. The output is a model of an empty foothill. The words round underlined. Beef
What the fuck is
are
foot? What is a
seared into the
foothill?
meat.
Like it's a
like a hill rounder.
I've never heard this word used before.
like
So we have a note from Dr. Matson. He says, "Oh, round as in the floor, ground beef."
Why? Okay,
That was
this was
utterly
kind of mildly amusing, and then they explained the joke, and it suddenly became way less
Yeah, yeah.
amusing.
You tell me you've never seen a foothill rounder?
I'm sure I've seen it. I've never heard the word before.
You've never heard the
Never
word?
heard the word foothill?
No.
Thank you, Cactus. Thank
Fucking, oh my god, Jesus Christ. Texas education, Rounder House. Look at this picture
This
on Wiki.
motherfucker's telling me Texas education when he grew up in Indiana. Fucking, I've
Yeah,
been to Indiana.
I know what a foothill is.
I went to school in a fucking Catholic school in a cornfield.
And he knows what a foothill is.
Maybe it was just one of those words, you know, like there's a statistically reasonable chance. I just never heard the word, okay?
You absolutely must have heard the word. Did you
Maybe I
take
don't
any kind of... Oh my gosh, this child. Okay, keep going.
Rounderhouse is so
Okay.
dumb and uneducated. This is true. Okay, guys,
Alright,
join the
that-
fucking
that-
game.
I like that one. Next one, Dr. Peters input 6 portions of 30 grams of table salt, and then due to the inherent unpredictability of 914, Mr. Dr. Peters has abandoned his original line of inquiry. So table salt's a little
Okay, interesting.
You can put guns in, but not table salt. Having said that, I have no intentions to cease experimentation with 914. Instead, I am going back to simple with table salt.
English.
I am skipping. Oh, like I guess the setting.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. I am skipping rough and coarse to avoid the possibility of chlorine gas. So he has some foresight.
Okay.
So, alright, so
Smart
they input the
cookie.
salt, they get 30 grams of rock salt. Keeping it simple doesn't provide for much variation. Now a repeat. So they did a repeat, and then the only thing that changed was the size of the crystals.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then they did 1 portion on fine, and they got a cube of salt. They did another portion on fine, and they got 1 tetrahedron of salt. Microscopic analysis showed that crystals were forced from cubic to tetrahedral. Specimen was sent to geology department for further analysis. And we have another little note. He's waiting for the geology department to get back to him. Another portion on very fine. And then you got 1 salt Viking wielding an axe. A salt Viking. 1 salt Viking wielding an axe that, when output open, leapt out and began swinging at the face of the D-class charged with collecting the specimens. The specimen was destroyed when Dr. Peters dumped a coffee mug on it. Okay.
Interesting.
Riveting stuff.
That was great.
I don't think Leveritas was around back then. This is like 2013.
Apparently there was a pun in there. The final note says, "I'm gonna need more coffee if 914 keeps giving me puns." So
I specifically.
I'm going to step in real quick and read the next one because it references one of my articles.
you're right.
Oh god, it does.
Thank you,
Wait,
sir.
these
Thank you,
happened
sir.
after you started writing on the wiki, so I can blame you for these.
That's true. This is junior researcher Stan again. On 4/29/2019, he put an item in called "One Note reading I Love You 3000." Wait a second, I Love You 3000. Isn't that a fucking?
That's
Is that-
Avengers.
That's an Avengers
Yeah.
reference, right?
Yeah, that's the
Wait,
thing
what?
Iron Man says.
Well, did this one come out
With his
after?
daughter.
Hang on a second. Did this log posted after Infinity War?
Yeah, it's 2019. That movie came out.
Well, not Infinity War. It's Endgame. Endgame was that was an Endgame. I Love You 3.
It can't. Oh fuck! It was. Jesus Christ! I feel old.
Uh,
Oh, Cactus pinged me with a picture of foothills. I didn't see that.
yeah, around our house. Learn what a foothill is.
That's just a regular hill with trees on it.
Yeah, it's a foothill. Okay, so they put it in, set it to very fine. The output is a cognitohazardous picture of SCP-3000 that bore similar, albeit considerably weakened effects to the actual SCP. There was a doodle of a heart next to SCP-3000. It took 2 hours and 10 agents, but the image was eventually burned. Note, I woke up in the amnestics bay with a bunch of agents. I don't remember what happened, and I had to piece this together using what was left of security footage. I don't have a wife or a daughter, but my memory says otherwise, requesting a short leave while I try to figure out what memories are mine and what aren't. Signed, Evan. Oh, scratch that out. It's still Stan. Old Stan forgot who he was.
Damn.
Got too close to the old eel. Did I tell you that I recently asked Jareth and ARD to let me rewrite SCP-3000?
Why? It's pretty good. I like that one.
Well, not to rewrite like the effect or anything, but like make it chunky.
Like make it large? Okay, so yeah, because right now it's built like a straw.
And make it. Hey, Random has to make it thick. Well, did you see the video that Shaggy posted in?
I saw the
SCPD
the CGI one. It's very good.
Yeah, did you see the big old chunky eel?
Yeah, cause like in the actual article itself, like it's
very
built,
thin.
it's built like a silly
big.
straw.
Yeah, he's got his head's like not much bigger around than like a chair, like a big recliner, and then but he's really very long.
Like, in real life, you know, he'd be big.
He'd be
Yeah, cause like there's no structural
dude,
way.
You're right. In real life, he'd be big. Thank you, dude, for that contribution.
That's my analogy.
In real life, he'd be huge.
In real life, he'd be big.
I feel like the guy who's sitting in on the inevitable Netflix SCP adaptation when they have Mr. Cactus in explaining 3000, and he's like, you know, you didn't really pick up on this whole idea. The executive guy's just like, hey, in real life, he'd be pretty big.
He'd be big, and I'm like, yeah, he is big. He's just long. He's like, no, he's like big.
He's fucking huge.
He's got that he's got that girth. Oh,
Why are you like this?
horrifying.
I'm behind it.
Okay,
I
join the
like
goddamn
this.
game.
Who is this Blizzard wizard lizard? It says if 3000 cracked itself like a whip and caused a tidal wave to destroy India, would that be fucked up or what? If it destroyed India, would that be fucked up? I don't know. It's hard to say.
There's a lot of pros and cons.
Yeah, that is my.
It's a complex situation.
That's my final 914 log. The rest of these look like they suck. You want me to
Like
read one more?
No, we're in the game now.
Okay.
Is this chaos mode again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you add any new rules this time?
No, it's the
that
same
weren't
rules as
on
last time.
this one? Okay.
Oh, fuck you.
Ha ha ha, bitch.
Yeah, I was telling Dune before we started the stream, I was like, I understand why people use like stream decks and shit now, because there's like 19 screens I need to keep track of. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I never got to tell my story that I was gonna.
Oh
tell
yeah,
you
tell your
in college.
commoner
Yeah.
story.
I also
Okay, so-
I desire to hear this story.
Yes, because both of you were involved in it. So
Okay,
I get
horrifying.
to school, I get to my dorm,
Horrible.
I get to the common room. I'm just, you know, chilling, playing some Smash Brothers with kids that set up a Switch there. And someone walks in and no shit goes, hey, do any of you guys play SCP Secret Laboratory?
What?
Yeah.
Just walk out of nowhere. I thought it was like I thought this was like fucking like CIA programming. That like, this was like proof that like I'm being like watched or some shit.
The end of Bioshock is a would you kindly and dude snaps upward.
There's like 5 minutes of people just talking about this fucking like. Apparently everyone plays these fucking SCP games except me. People playing these games.
Oh fuck me.
And
God damn it.
they were talking about them. And I was like, you know, I never really played. Like, I was never into the games, but I do like the SCP Wiki. People just fucking looked at me like they didn't know what I was talking about. And I was like, you know, like the articles and shit. And people were like, yeah, people like, they write some crazy stuff on there. And they start talking about some like YouTube videos and stuff. I guess readings, maybe exploring series, I don't know. But one guy he looks at me and he was like, did you ever read the Ouroboros cycle?
Damn.
And I looked at him, and I'm just like, yeah, that's some wild shit.
First of all, that's a lie because you haven't read it.
That is also a lie. Yeah, I read it, but like, I'm supposed to be the SCP guy here. Like, you know what I mean? I can't say that. So I have to come off like I know everything.
This really changes my opinion of you, Din.
What if I told you that I've never read it either and I've just been bullshitting this entire time?
Fuck me.
That would be
Okay.
character for you.
No, it's not true
That's
because
true.
I have read it.
He is a tiny snake.
I'm not a tiny
You know
snake.
what? Hey, look, I know it's good. It's just long.
Fucker.
It is very long.
The thing is, so this guy asked me, I'm like, yeah, it's great. You know, I tried my hand at writing for the SCP wiki.
Okay,
and,
okay.
I've had some success. That's what I said. And the guy was like, really? That's like hard. Like, you can't, like, you know, like, how do you do that? And I just explained. I was like, you know, anyone can do it. It's not a big deal or anything. And then some other kid goes, like, would I know anything you wrote? And I'm just like,
Let me see if I can get this kid
probably.
with a death knife.
I'm like, probably not, you know, I'm not that popular or anything. And almost to like add like insult to injury, this other kid goes, did you see the one about, so they already mentioned Cactus.
Uh-huh.
They already mentioned someone that I know, someone that I see in chat.
Oh no.
So this kid behind me goes, he fucking goes, did you ever see the one where like Mount Everest is like a bunch of corpses? And like, the veins on my head
Oh, yeah,
ready to
baby.
explode. I was like, ugh. And
What
then
are-
this kid he started
I've
pitching
invaded
me his
Dune's real
idea.
life.
What
I
article
mean,
is that?
You've invaded my real life multiple times.
You're a
man.
funny
But,
cactus.
like,
What article is
this,
Fuck you.
this kid started pitching me his like cold post idea, and I just sat there and I was like, yeah, like, you know, go for it, man. Anyone could write. And the entire time while I was like, you know, trying to encourage him to like try writing and stuff, all I could think about was fucking like smug Rounder sitting in a chair, just like rubbing his hands together.
Yeah,
laughing,
bitch.
knowing
Yeah,
that
bitch.
across the country, he's getting fucking mentioned and recognized while I'm seething in a room. It was the worst experience.
I mean, I could tell. Like, I woke up in the middle of the night, like, ramrod straight in my bed, and I could feel something had occurred, like a disturbance in the force.
Rounder House getting rammed in his bed. I'm gonna tell you.
Getting rammed.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna tell you one thing,
Ramming
Dune,
you, bitch.
that. God damn it. Fuck this.
Oh,
gonna
God,
tell
we're
you
gonna
one
get
thing.
demonetized.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me the thing, Kat.
That is one of the things that you don't like. You don't really. Oh, why do I have to play this one? I want to play that one. There we go. You don't think about like it's to like going back to when we were talking earlier about when we were talking about like getting a bunch of DMs and stuff. The downside of it is the people who like are constantly trying to pitch you ideas. Like I cannot tell you how many times, especially on Reddit, someone's like send me a message and they'll say, "Hey," and they'll they'll butter you up good. They get you nice and frothy, and then they're like, "Hey, so, just curious, like, are you like just the other day?" Somebody messaged me, says, "Hey, I want to do a collaboration with you." Oh, do I have to, what? Oh, I had to press the Uno button.
Yeah,
I couldn't do
psych,
it.
bitch.
It disappeared. I wasn't able to put.
It's because I pressed the call out button before you could press it.
Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. Anyway, this guy messages me and he says, "Hey, how would you be interested? How would you feel about doing a collaboration?" And I always have to say like, "Hey, I appreciate the interest, but like I'm kind of busy right now. I can't really do anything." And then they always, in general, are always like kind of miffed about it. Like, "Oh, okay."
I've never encountered
so-
anyone miffed about it. Like, I've had the same thing, but usually they just understand. Like, they get it, you know?
I mean, I was pretty miffed last night when I asked you to collab.
That's because I specifically, like, I was like, I don't feel like... I was personally disgusted that you were like, "Hey, can I have it instead if you aren't doing it?" And I was like, if I can't have it, nobody can. Fuck you.
I literally, Rounder was like, Rounder had this great idea.
Now I'm gonna write it. Now I'm gonna write it out of spite.
I want you to. And I said, Rounder, are you gonna do anything with that? I really like it. And he was like, no, I don't think I can pull it off. And I said, well, if you aren't, I'll pull it off. I'll write it. And he was like, no, fuck you, come up with your own. Well, okay. I was just trying to encourage you, Rounder.
Well,
Nice.
you did encourage me. You know better than anyone that spite is the optimal motivational tool for me.
That is
But yes.
true.
Very, very embarrassing experience. I mean, it really did make me wonder. It was like, it's crazy that how these people that like I know and that I'm friends with, like people actually know what the fuck their work is in real life.
Sorry, I
It
had to
fucks
borrow
me
that.
up almost. Like,
The weirdest experience I've had so far is when Volgan posted the 2316 video, because he posted it and I showed it to my mom that night because I was like, "Yeah, this is pretty good." And then the next day, my younger brother messages me. He goes, "Hey, did you see this SCP video that was on TikTok the other day? Like, Do you know who wrote that?
Wow.
Yeah, Sam.
Wow.
It's,
Wow.
It's me, bitch. Oh, fuck this guy. God damn it.
Jesus Christ, the brother too. That's cold.
And of
Yeah,
course,
I feel like, you know, when it gets in the hands of like TikTok, like with the
Uh-huh.
2316 meme, it's almost away from the author. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's completely away from the author. You
all
can't
that
do
shit.
anything about it.
well, and that's like I did very much like I think it, I kind of get the impression that people thought I might have been like virtue signaling during all that because I was like, really, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you know, we're just out here.
I was out here repping for you that entire time.
I know. I think the point I was trying to make was that when you're doing this and you're writing in this kind of arena, you almost have to recognize that once you write something, it is going to be disconnected from you at least a little bit, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that, but I'm also like, I can get pissed about it. Like, I'm gonna be irritated that I'm not getting credit for it.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck me.
it happened to me the one time when one of my articles got a YouTube video, like an animated one, like a really
Mhm.
nicely done like animated video, and they did not credit me in the description. So I raised a little bit of a shitstorm at
Uh-huh.
CPD,
That was fun.
and
I
eventually
enjoyed
they
that.
did credit me. But I don't think they're gonna do any more of my articles.
Lol.
Implying they check.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the other. It's just I don't know. I mean, it's Creative Commons rating.
Yeah.
It really
Like, it's not
set me
illegal or
off
anything,
was-
but it's pretty shitty, you have to admit.
yeah, like yeah, you're right. It is illegal. And the
Damn
thing
it.
was like that set me off was just the fact that like, you know, I know these people, but they don't know my shit, but they know theirs. It's just like mess with me. It's such a weird experience. Like, I don't know. Have you guys ever like talked to people and like I know you have Cactus, but like about like SCP shit in real life with like
Mhm.
non-SCP people or non-family members in your case?
It's
Like,
very
you know-
hard. Yeah. I always have a hard time with it because, like, I never know what to... Thank you, Rounder. You just handed me... Fuck, you did hand me the game.
Psych.
Oh, well. I got close. We're gonna do this. You, like... I always have to tell, like... You know, because you kind of have to explain it, right? You have to...
Lizard, why did you
Just-
DM me a picture of my own cards?
Oh, god damn it. You just handed the fucking game to the fucking dude.
I'd rather
wait.
Dune than you.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Psych.
Okay.
Hand it to me.
You're the fucking DM me my own cards.
Fuck you. Fuck this.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Come on, bot.
No.
Uh,
Nice.
no.
But yeah, the point I was trying to make was that you have to, like, kind of explain what the wiki is, and that's always the hardest part, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
'cause
like
you have to,
People know SCP, but they don't know the wiki. If that
well,
makes sense.
even like the SCP part, like, I think out online, it is generally well under. Fuck me. That's such a good hand. Such a good hand too. Now Rounder has his shit cards.
and I have your less shit cards.
There we go.
Oh, damn it. Damn it!
I'll take that.
Christ.
The
How does the
again!
robot keep winning?
Oh my god.
Unreal. In my experience, I've found that like people who are like
Okay, we're out. I need to. Okay, I guess I'll do it
Yeah.
this time.
you're like a little bit older, Cat, but like
Yeah.
people who are younger do have this, you know, they have an understanding of what SCP is. At least in my experience, they know
Yeah.
what it is. Maybe they might not know the details, but they know, you know, the games and shit like that.
I think
YouTube videos.
I think a lot of it is like, you know, you're right. The YouTube videos are a huge deal because they have such a wide audience. The games certainly, and I think they're sort of like a you know, the cultural underground of SCP, which is like the Roblox and the Versus wiki kind of stuff, and the, you know, the Villains wiki has articles on it too. So people are like tangentially related, like, But you're right. When you talk about like the generation that I grew up in, which is not the generation that Rounder House is in.
Yeah, we know.
People know about it, but it's not like part of the cultural lexicon. So when you go into it, you can't say like, oh, you know what the SCP Wiki is. You have to be like, hey, so it's kind of like a cross between the X-Files and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And people are still like, I don't understand, you know. And it's you have to reference it to other things that already exist in culture, which is the hardest part of it. So like when I'm talking to people about, like, my mom, for example, you know, my mom, and I said this on my live stream, like the live stream I did for my Patreon a couple weeks ago. I said, you know, my parents have always been, you know, extremely supportive of everything that I've written, and they've been, you know, really, really cool about, you know, getting me, like, especially early on, like introducing me to writing as an idea, and also, you know, with like getting me stuff that I could write on. Like they were all very, very cool about that, which is great. But at the same time, it's very, very hard for me to kind of explain what, you know, what the process, like how the process works for them. Because like okay, so let me put it to you like this. So I have to explain to my folks, you know, when I'm going to show them something that I wrote. It's not like I can just hand them a story and be like, yeah, this is a piece of fiction, right? Because there's so much context that you have to have before you show somebody an SCP, because you can't just be like, all right, this is an article, and they're like, okay, well, this is a doctor. What's he a doctor of? Well, you know, this is how doctors work. Okay, well, this is at a site. What are these sites? Okay, so these are all the different sites, and here's how those work. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much like tertiary knowledge you have to have for the wiki in general, which is, I think, why a lot of times it feels frustrating when you run into people who are sort of outside of, you know, because people who are only exposed to the wiki via the YouTube videos, the games, or you know, the Roblox. A lot of times the knowledge that they have about the wiki as a whole is very specific, right? It's very what's the word for it? It's like very like specialized, because they know about certain things, or they have a general knowledge of the wiki, but they don't understand, like, you know, like when people read 6666, right? They were, a lot of people got kind of upset because they thought I was retconning some stuff without understanding like how retconning works or doesn't work within the SCP Wiki, right? They got mad because they thought that I was trying to usurp somebody else's ideas, which is not how it works, right? Like, it's not like I'm going back and changing the original article. It's just it's a reinterpretation of that. So I do get the feeling a lot of times, and I know I've been kind of rambling for a couple minutes now, but when you are introducing somebody to the wiki who has no experience with it, it's very hard to, I feel like, introduce it to them in a way that is meaningful, in a way that they'll get something out of it, without saying like, just sit down and start reading and hope for the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
because like when you think about it, that's kind of the appeal of the wiki, because you find it out, you discover it all yourself. There really is no place to start with the SCP Wiki.
Yeah,
that's the intention. Even, you know, with 173, half of it is the mystery of, okay, what's this? What's a containment chamber? There's more of these things, like stuff like that. There's nowhere to start. It's just assume the reader is going to find this interesting and pick up from where they left off.
Back when I was on staff, I heard it described, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but there was
no, keep going.
Just to echo the point you just made. Back when I was on staff, I mean, ages ago, somebody described the wiki to me as a decades-long attempt to try and understand or try and fill in the gaps in SCP-173, effectively saying, like, SCP-173 leaves so much to the imagination just by virtue of, you know, how the article is written and when it was written, and, you know, what the context of that article is, that because there's so much left up to interpretation, the wiki as a whole is an experiment in trying to figure out how to fill in those blanks.
A fair assessment. It's definitely true in some respects.
I think the wiki is an experiment on how to get as many upvotes in as little time as possible.
Then I have won, and you can stop playing Rounder House.
You have the high score. That doesn't mean you've won.
It does mean I've won. You'll never catch me.
For now.
Yeah. Hey, look,
Give me 5 minutes with an unlocked attribution metadata page, and we'll see.
Well, you were saying something earlier, Dune.
Yes. A few things. Like, when, at least with, like, the people that I was talking to, it was just very, like, strange to me, and I realized, I was like, holy shit, like, people know what this is. Like, at least people my age. Like, that was just a weird moment. And I mentioned my girlfriend earlier. I don't know if she's still listening. I mean, if she does, I
Jesus, I hope not.
Respect for her. Yeah, I hope she's doing something better with her time. But when I first came out to her about being an SCP author,
you had to come out to her.
When I came out,
she didn't know. She knew I wrote, but she didn't know what for like months. She was like, she thought I did fucking poetry.
Did you have to sit her down and be like, listen, I need to tell you something?
I had to sit her down and I explained to her.
You Cromie, you in yourself in the Twitch chat?
The way that I could explain this site without it coming off as like me doing something like with a bunch of like, you know, doing like Final Fantasy roleplay. No offense to anyone who does like Final Fantasy roleplay.
The massive margin of our viewers that are into Final Fantasy roleplay.
This is good. Continue.
I wanted to prop myself up in a way that it made it seem meaningful, or at least as meaningful as it is in my head. And so I explained to her, I was like, "Hey, this is a very professional site with high standards." Okay.
That was a fucking lie.
Yeah, there's a very, very strict quality control on this website. It's kind of a creative. I enjoy it more.
It's very high quality control. That's how we got Huesos Malos up.
Oh, fuck you.
Nice.
Look. I explained to it less on the concept of what SCP is and more of what the community is as a writing community. I think that's more digestible for people.
Yeah.
But when they're introduced to it from like the games or the YouTube shit, they already have that preconceived notion of what SCP is, and that kind of fucks people up. So for my girlfriend, who was completely blind, did not know what any of this was, she was able to digest it pretty well. I was like, oh, it's a writing community. You have friends there. Like, that's nice. I'm proud of you. And then when she read stuff, like...
she was like, oh, no.
Yeah. Thankfully, she reads all my articles I send her, which, you know, I'm trying to get her to read other stuff she doesn't.
Trying to get getting the Kling Monkey vote on my articles.
You've made a good point. Dune. Like, it is easier to kind of approach it when you say like, yeah, it's a creative writing community, a collaborative creative writing community.
I've always found that wording to be like extremely inaccurate because it's not collaborative at all. I would call it like a competitive writing community, if anything, or a cooperative. Like, even if you're being nice, cooperative writing community because you're working together. But collaborative implies you're all like writing the same thing, which you're not.
Yeah, but we are writing the same thing. It is like, and I think because I've made the mistake that I think you're making right now where I have thought of like you're almost thinking about the wiki on too small of a scale, right? When you consider the wiki as this sort of
I mean, I don't think it's as much of a monolith as people say it is. Maybe like 5 years ago it was. Nowadays, no.
I still think
if you're at a situation like we were talking about 914 and 682 earlier, like if you're at a situation where you have sub communities like microcosms inside a larger one, then I don't think it's like unified enough to be a monolith anymore.
I still think it's like saying that like nation building is not collaborative, right? Like even though you're in the like you might have millions of people in place that are all working in individual smaller communities, you are still working on the scale of nations, right? To create.
I mean, I think that would fall under what I would call cooperative rather than collaborative.
Yeah, but cooperative. I mean, it can be both. Cooperative just means it's not hostile, or it's not hostile. which is not necessarily true.
Are we talking about the same?
Yeah.
I mean, internally, I interpret collaborative as less hostile, and cooperative is like we're working together, but there's obviously friction. There's independent actors working together.
I think it is just a matter of perception and a matter of just a matter of scale, right? Because if you look at the wiki as a large scale writing project, then I think you have to call it a collaborative large scale writing project.
Speaking of large scale writing projects, I should probably read this 914 log.
Oh yeah.
We were in the middle of very intelligent, very profound.
Yeah, I know. I can't allow intelligent conversations in YURTKAST for more than like half an hour at a time.
Fucking Timo, holy shit.
For what it's worth, I found Cactus's assessment of the wiki very interesting.
I think the wiki for me has always been this kind of like huge nebulous like I don't even know how to describe, like it exists sort of as itself and also as an idea of what it is, right? So when you contribute things to the wiki, you're not contributing them to like a specific, like when people talk about there not being a canon, the truth is there absolutely is a canon, and that canon is just sort of this like almost unspoken, like this unspoken, unrealized, you know, metanatural conception that we all kind of share about
what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a living, breathing website, Rounder.
Like when you talk about
it's not going to be living or breathing when I'm done with it.
When you talk about the wiki, you know, people have these notions of what the wiki is, and you know, in general, those notions tend to align themselves, which doesn't make any sense if the wiki is, if there's no canon, because if there's no canon, then there shouldn't be any kind, like there should not be the kind of consistency that you see a lot within the wiki. That leads me to this idea that, you know, the wiki's not an they're like they're hang on. The wiki is very clearly there's something consistent going on there. And I think that what people don't recognize is that when you contribute to the wiki, you're contributing to this kind of nebulous meta-narrative that, you know, both supersedes the wiki as a whole, because people understand what you're like when you talk about the wiki, people understand what you're talking about because there is that consistency there, right? And I know this sounds fucking nuts, but I honestly feel that when we talk about collaboration on the wiki, what you're talking about is the wiki's ability to tell a story to other people about itself through the works of disparate individuals writing disparate stories. Like, we all have written things that don't make sense with each other and that don't make sense even with our own stuff, but through our collective and collaborative process of writing stories about the Foundation and about the universe that it exists in, and about, you know, each other to a certain extent, we have begun to flesh out over the last, you know, 13, 14 years, however long it's been. We've begun to flesh out this kind of nebulous identity for the wiki. And I honestly feel like when we talk about, you know, what does collaboration mean, I think people mean like I think a lot of people assume it's collaborating on articles, but I've never seen it like that. I think it's always been more of a collaboration on the wiki's identity as a whole than it ever was on the collaboration of any specific written work. That make any sense?
Enough, but I like zoned out halfway through.
No. You're onto something, because like especially when you consider all like the different.
Our viewer count rose, so just keep doing whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Pontificating.
Well,
whenever trends show up, like in a series and things like that, like one article.
Can we talk about this while we're playing the game?
Yes. Suddenly, other people send me the request, Rounder. Suddenly, other people start doing what made that one article so successful, and like it like the wiki kind of takes on like its own like identity as time goes on. Like you can observe like what's been popular, what's been not over the years and stuff. And in a way, it is kind of like living like that. And I think that's very interesting. It almost reminds me of like like the American like comic book industry with how like disconnected and
because
like,
all of it sucks.
Well, there's that.
Did you get the rabbit stick?
Yeah.
what
the fuck is wrong with you?
It looks amusing.
Did this cost money?
No, it was free. I assume it was part of a promotion or something.
I don't like it. I hate this already.
Why? It looks so much fun.
Yeah, no, I've heard like comic book authors like Grant Morrison and stuff talk about how like the companies that they write for kind of take on their own identity with that sort of thing, and that kind of reminds me of what you're saying, Cactus,
Yeah.
If you think that's fair.
I do. I always have felt like, you know, and it does sound kind of crazy to say it like this because, you know, there's no really, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Fuck. All right. God damn it.
I don't understand whether the symbols on these actually mean anything.
The Uno symbol? What are you talking about?
The rabbit symbols.
Oh.
Well, they're just, I think they're just random little rabbits.
Yeah, they're just.
I don't understand what like I these were like the shit in like 2017, and I don't understand where they came from or like what their deal is.
I think they were
like 2007 rounder.
Yeah, they're much older than that. I think they're almost as old as you are.
I'm a zoomer.
Zoomer. But the point I was trying to make was, like, I feel like I sound crazy when I say it, but I really do think that the wiki and like its collective like written math.
You think about this shit way more than I would. Like, I just write the thing, and if I don't get the upvotes, I get mad. Like that's the extent of my thought process around this site. I've
been writing for the wiki for a very long time.
Now?
A long time.
Because I know when you said 5 years, but that was when I joined the site, and that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, almost 8 years now, and I've had a lot of time, especially like in the last couple of years, because I've done less direct writing, and so I've had a lot of time to kind of like sit back and consider like what the wiki is and like what its importance is. You know what I mean? I don't know. It is tricky to me to try and put it into any one category, but it very much like, God, I hate saying it because I know people think I'm fucking crazy when I do, but like it feels like the wiki has a brain. Like the wiki is,
he's lost it.
You know, it has its own. It has its own.
As someone who's crazy, he's making complete sense right now.
As a fellow insane person.
Well, it has its own identity, right? And that identity very clearly was not formed by a rule.
I mean, like, yeah, no, like, I mean, I agree. Like, I'm like busting your balls, but like, I agree with the general notion that the like wiki is like a collective that takes on ideas in aggregate rather than from any one person. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
It's larger than any one person in both terms of like what gets written and like what trends emerge, what vogues there are, shit like that.
Because it also influences, you know, people's writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you are not free to do whatever you want on the SCP wiki.
I mean, people would like to say that you are, but you're not. Like, I don't think it's ever really been that way.
God damn it.
And that ties back to the canon thing. You're dictated by what the site itself will allow, and what the site allows. That
oh fuck me!
It really is like playing by an indirect set of rules. It's very interesting.
Yeah, like people will say you can write anything, but like when you come down to brass tacks, and there are things that it is not acceptable for you to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like that should never happen on a website where there is no canon. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's ever like. I don't think no canon is ever actually like an achievable thing. You know, because like people are gonna have their biases. Like we say no canon, but everyone goes into articles with their preconceived notions of what the universe is, and sometimes you know you in the article itself you're like, oh, this notion is wrong. What's actually going on is something else. Like there's no O5s in this universe. The Broken Masquerade, the Foundation is public, but like. If you don't specify, people will just assume a certain like set of facts about the universe. Their canon. What the fuck is going on?
If you click the little question mark, it will explain that to you, Rounderhouse.
Coming through
So
5
this-
cards or oh god, what's going on?
What the fuck?
I'm soaking. Oh god, there's a bomb.
Oh no!
Get down.
He's gonna blow the deck up.
Mr. President, get down.
The timer's at 0 on the bomb, which is kind of worrying.
We're already dead. The bomb's already detonated. This is
Oh
not-
god, it's got. Oh, 7? What? Oh no! Okay, so I guess whoever's turn it was, when the bomb goes off, is like gets a shit ton of cards. That's frustrating. Well, I've lost.
This fucking. Oh my god. Okay, I was gonna say he's gonna win again.
Is
might
it
still
possible
win.
to beat the AI in this game?
Why is the AI so overpowered? I don't understand.
Maybe because it's fucking 3 gigabytes. This is like a machine learning thing.
It is. It's a sentient. It's a sentient machine.
This is like a fucking like Google front. They're like training
There's
their
like,
AIs
you go into like the
fucking-
file partitions, like 300 megabytes is set aside for the game, and there's like 3.9 for, or 3 point, like 3.7 for the fucking AI.
The emergent AI.
Clearly they put it. Clearly they didn't put any of it into UI because you can't turn the timer off.
You
Yeah.
can't turn the timer off. You have to fucking. There are Rabbids cards, which is a sign enough that they didn't do any work on this game. It's 4 gigabytes. How is that possible?
I don't understand. There's also like a Far Cry 4 deck, which is like, no, it's a Far Cry 5 deck, which is just released.
Oh god damn it!
Haha.
Come on.
I forgot it went to that direction. Shit.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay.
Anyway, we were saying?
I don't know what we were saying. Oh,
Uno
these things you can't get,
Eleni
right?
says, Uno Rabbits is like the SCP Wiki. It has a brain.
It had a brain before. It's not getting any better.
I mean, I feel like the Wiki, like, I can't speak for Uno Rabbits, but I feel like the Wiki generally has gotten more diverse in opinion and, like, material. What the hell is going on?
Definitely.
What are you taking my
could-
shit for? What? Oh, Jesus, what the...
What is happening?
What?
Please.
This is chaotic. I don't like this. What the fuck is going on? I'm gonna beat the shit out of this fucking rabbit. What the hell?
Little asshole. He's giving me cards. I
No,
don't
that
want
was the
this
plus
card.
2. You'd have gotten that anyway. Oh, get the fuck out of here. What the hell are you? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Get over it.
Oh, you know what? I'm okay with this.
Oh, alright, so I think you have to play the card.
For the next few turns, all players must finish their turn in 3 seconds or draw a card and skip. That's rude.
Horrifying.
You know, what you're saying, like the wiki being more accepting and stuff. I have personally experienced that with like writing some like funnier shit. Like I think.
I mean,
people,
I was
like,
writing about
need-
this in, like, I posted the underread and underrated, and I was like, the theme for this month is, like, ideas that were popular back then but aren't now. So you could, you know, like, Alpha 1 and, like, Omega, like, Pandora's Box and all that shit. Now, I specifically mentioned how, like, way back when, writing, like, funny Law Foundation stuff was normal. And then for a period of time, it was, like, that shit was unacceptable because it was all grimdark. And nowadays, you're getting, like, it's cool to write funny things again. Funny things on the main list.
And
So,
like,
there's trends.
I feel like that wasn't like the obvious. That was just like a culmination of articles, like constantly like pushing the line. Like, honestly, the thing that inspired me the most was fucking Cactus's bad.
I turned you onto that thing. Never forget that shit.
No. I read that article before you.
It is a
said
good.
you loved it.
That thing's one of the
It's
funniest
amazing.
articles on the site. It's gold.
It might actually be the funniest article. I read that and I was like, holy fuck, you could get away with this? Like
It's
on
so-
the main site?
It's so
And
stupid.
it reflected like in the vote count, because like it's not like a very highly rated article, like all things considered. It's,
Oh no.
Maybe it's at like 200 now. And but the fact that you can get 200 on an article like that, like I was like, holy shit. So yeah, I mean, Cactus, that's my favorite article, comedy-wise. I love that shit, and when Rounder likes it, and like people like you and
That's
Rounder
gold. It's like
kind
a
of been
classic.
pushing- yeah, People have been pushing the line of what's acceptably funny on the wiki and what you could get away with. So
I don't.
It's a big inspiration.
I don't think like I certainly we are like in the we all have like less than 2 cards.
What's
2
going
cards
on?
or
I'm
less.
scared, bro.
Okay. One of the bot's gonna win again. The bot is 100% gonna win again.
Damn it!
Damn it!
It's learning.
How is this possible? What I was gonna say was I'm not playing this game anymore. This game fucking sucks, and
No,
so
you're committed now.
I'm not. We've been doing this for 2 hours. I'm not gonna get my ass smacked by this bot another goddamn minute.
Damn it! Okay, I'm gone too.
What I was gonna say was, I don't. I agree with you. I think like I like the idea that people can write funny articles on the wiki and get away with it. I cannot take credit for that because that people were doing that way before I ever started doing it. They like the wiki was so stuck up its own ass that it would not allow those things to happen. And the only reason I was able to get away with it was because I had a lot of upvotes to begin with. So like it didn't make a difference if I wrote an article that wasn't highly rated, because like after a certain point, what does it matter? You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
So-
that's the thing. It's never one person's actions. It's a culmination of things over
Right.
the years. Like another author that is able to get away with funny shit is Cadaver Commander.
Mm-hmm.
Another huge inspiration for like my style. I love writing funny guy art.
Yeah.
He wrote a lot of funny guys.
I mean, yeah, like
Yeah.
ultimately, like it does boil down to like what we are able to get away with shit like posting shit to the site that normal users like newbies wouldn't, but there's no way around that because so like because this website is so based on like expectations. Like people will read an article that is like outwardly dumb and stupid because like a popular author wrote it, so there's an expectation of quality there already.
And like sliding standards and all. Do you think something like say like Death Knife would be able to be posted like 5 or 6 years ago?
Jesus
Like,
Christ, no.
The core concept of that fucking article is
It's
taking
bizarre.
the
It would
whole,
never have made it.
Yeah, the whole like OC, guy who gets everything handed to him, total dork, and plays it as a joke. It's basically a fucking self-insert article, and it's like overt with it. And I was very surprised that it was successful and that people enjoyed it that much. But I think it's kind of like testament to what people are expecting out of the wiki now. Or like Hog Slice, that's like another example of an article that I don't know if that would have flied or did as well as it did a few years ago.
I didn't
But
realize
again,
how busy
I don't
you've
know.
been the last couple of months, Din.
Well, I've been working.
Yeah, so it would
Let's
seem.
see.
You're in the top 100 now, which is fun.
I am.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
I never realized you made it.
Hey, did you see who you're right? Did you see who you're right underneath, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
told you. I told you the day.
Hey, dude, I need
when
you to
I
get
hit-
back. Need you to get back to
I'll
work
tell you.
here on this one.
Oh, who the fuck? Apparently, a fucking new article was just written.
Yeah, Eleni just
43
posted
minutes ago
yours.
by me.
Eleni posted yours.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Eleni. But
What
yeah,
a-
no, I've been very busy in the past year and a half since I started writing,
Mm-hmm.
and I
I'm
think
glad
it's
someone's
very,
fucking busy. We've been dead as hell lately. Like Cactus, you got your like new thing out, but before that, what was it, 6 months without anything?
Yeah, I hadn't read anything since the contest. I'm still working on Demon Ogier.
I've gotten I got 6,000 out and like massive success, and then I haven't gotten anything really like a smash hit out since then, which is bothersome.
I've got a bunch of
Hey,
stuff I'm still
don't-
working on.
Don't discredit the fastest growing author who beat me. The only person who beat me in terms of like author growth is fucking Harry Blank, who is
The only person
amazing.
that beat you in author growth is fucking Grebo, because he just kept getting his name added to random shit.
Harry Blank.
Harry's good
Harry-
people. Harry's good people.
Harry's a great guy. And he
Harry-
he's
Fortunately, we never have to
Oh,
worry about Harry
Cactus
passing
is-
us because he writes too many tales.
Harry was the one who did the. He was on that team, wasn't he?
inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got
yeah,
the
yeah,
news
yeah,
user
yeah.
one too. It's good shit.
Shaggy's team. Yeah.
Yes,
Locke's
Harry's a
team.
great guy.
Locke's team.
Yes, Locke's team. Sorry. Yes. Oh, there's the
Excellent person.
001.
And
see.
another like
Hmm.
Harry kind of has his own thing going on where that I'm also jealous of you, Cactus. Honestly, like the reason why I'm jealous of a person like you or Harry is because you guys are able to pull off writing within your own little universe, your own little canon.
Yeah, like I've never
That's
been able to pull
not
that shit off, and it's
exclusively-
supremely
Yeah.
bothersome. Like, how do you do it?
I fucking love that sort of thing, like interconnectedness and.
You're basically like like specifically for Cactus. Like I haven't read much of Harry's On Guard 43 stuff, but specifically you've just been writing like a fantasy series on the site for like the past 2 years, and nobody said anything about it.
Yeah, I always wanted to write fantasy. I never really had the opportunity for it, especially not here. Like, I didn't really find the spot for it. But then, then I wrote a fantasy article, and people were like, "Hey, this is pretty good." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm just gonna keep doing that," and no one has stopped me yet.
And it's working out for you.
I
Like,
mean,
I'm
yeah,
I'm happy. It's
you got like.
I remember. I thought when 6666 was like coming out and everything, I was like, I don't know. Like I was telling Rounder, I was like hyping him up, telling him he was gonna lose and everything. And like I was like,
also told him that.
Rounder, it's Cactus, like you never know. And Rounder was like, yeah, but it's like it's obscure lore, like it's not gonna, it might not hit off as well as
That's the opposite. I said that it was gonna hit off, and you said that it's not.
Is that how it happened, Rounder?
Yeah, I was like, I was worried about it. I was worried about like I told you right from the beginning of the contest. I was like, Djkaktus gonna come out and it's gonna fuck me. And you were like, no, it's like this. You were like, oh, it's 26,000 words. Nobody's gonna fucking read it. It's too long. And I was like, no, it's Cactus Canon. People are gonna read it.
It's funny.
Well, for the purposes of the bit round.
I will not allow my name to be besmirched in this manner.
It is really funny to me that Djkaktus did as well as it did, because that was so many different things over a period of time. Because when I first started working on it, I started working on it like maybe 8 months before the contest started, and it was just sort of like a picture of a tree, an upside down tree, and not too much more than that. And
damn,
I don't know. I'm glad people are like that sort of stuff, because I don't. Oh, how do I even say this? Like, I've gotten to this point now where I started out with a list of things. When I first started, I didn't have any idea of what I wanted to do. Right, I just wanted to write. I just want to tell stories, and I still want to do that. But over time, I had, especially within the first year or so, I started putting together a list of things I wanted to accomplish, and a lot of those. I think
everyone does that. I think that's normal on this
especially really early on. A lot of those were very they were all kind of tied towards those awards they used to hand out, the different medals you can get. Well,
fucking
not really
Foundies shit.
Yeah, well, not the Foundies stuff. I'm talking about Harmony had that list of the different achievements.
People are redoing those lately. Estrella made a new one, and people are getting back.
That's
on
true,
it.
and I've got this on my author page too. But I guess that's what the point I was trying to make is that all of my a lot of my ambitions at the time were all sort of tied into that. And then once I started hitting those, it I set a couple others for myself. I wanted to have the first person to have more than one 001, and so I did that. And then I wanted to have multiple 001s, and then I did that. And then I wanted to rewrite a big old article and convince somebody to let me do that, and then we did that. And then it's been there's just been a handful of I wanted to write after Callanan wrote his multi-part 001, I wanted to do something like that because I thought it was so cool, and was able to accomplish that. And
wow,
then,
we have both users on the site, all 2 users who have read Callanan's proposal, both in the same voice chat.
Shut up.
All 2 of them.
Callahan's proposal is a masterpiece.
Is the one of the
I'm sure it's a masterpiece. It's also a really long masterpiece that no one's read.
You've never read it?
You would
I've never read it.
I've never read it. You would kill to write as well as Callan.
You would give your left nut to be able to write as
I'm
well as
confident that's why I'm not going to read it.
It's a really good article.
It's gonna make you jealous.
It's so good. I still don't think I've ever written anything as good past and future. But that's neither here nor there. The point I'm trying to get at is that I got to the point now where I don't have an abundance of things I still feel like I need to accomplish. I don't know what else I could do to kind of cement.
Fucking NY, for the One Punch Man of the wiki.
Well, yeah, I don't know what else I could do to maybe I could write more tales. But then
no, God, no! Don't do that.
Don't do that, Kek. Don't do that.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I don't really enjoy it either. So I'm at this point now where I just kind of want to do whatever I want to do, and whatever I want to do right now is write, silly stories. And this antediluvian stuff has been a lot of fun. People have responded to it well. People are supporting me on Patreon just because of this, which is crazy. Like, it's such a nuts thing to me that people would enjoy. But like when I told Mang, the Explorer series guy, a while back, sort of like what, like the reason I started doing this series as big as I did is because of his video that he did for Boring series on 4840. Because at one point in that video he mentions how it's like the whole setting is very Dark Souls, and I had never played Dark Souls up to that point, and I was like, what the fuck is this? So I went and I played Dark Souls, and then I played Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 in like the span of 2 or 3 months. And then I came back and I was like, oh, it is like Dark Souls. And I also really like Dark Souls now. So that was the exciting part, is that I can
have you play Dark Souls on stream.
I absolutely will I will go. Oh gosh, I love Dark Souls, dude. Can't wait till Elden Ring comes out. I'm so stoked. But anyway, I talk too much about myself during this thing. I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, which is why we bring you on.
No, that's horrifying and horrible for you, but I appreciate it. I actually do have to go here at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down and like.
You have to go.
Oh no,
yeah,
he has to go.
You can't stay for another 5 hours. Guys.
Yeah, I know. And watch a movie with her.
Wow.
Well, we one of the things I've really enjoyed about moving back closer to next to my parents is that like if I don't have anything going on, typically they don't have much going on either, so we just kind of hang out. And turns out they're a lot cooler than I thought they were, which is crazy. You don't realize that until you're in your early 30s to late 20s.
Oh god, you're not even 30 yet, are you?
I turned 30 in December. It's horrifying. I don't want to think about it. My life is, if I'm lucky, a third of the way over, which is horrifying to think about. Yeah, I know. Hanging out with my parents makes me a fucking boomer. It's true. Like, that is true, but my parents are both like boomer adjacent. They're Gen Z, but or not Gen Z, Gen X. They're Gen X, but they
Fucking Kim Possible. Over
Jesus,
here.
my phone went off. I'm sorry.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yes, I'm gonna have to edit that out later.
I'd love to
Do you
come
have,
back
like, a
sometime.
rotary phone or something? Like,
No, it's just I forget my ringtone.
He's picking up Mario coins. Fuck. That's funny.
Yeah, no, it was a good time.
It was good having you. I'm sad that we couldn't get Jack and Plague since they both dropped out.
I was really worried about this episode with the technical difficulties and like,
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Not being able to. But this was a good time. I think
I'm glad we had you.
I think we did good. We only read fucking
2 or 3.
2, 9, 14.
All for the better. Yeah, I mean, I always like doing this because I don't really have a good opportunity to talk about the wiki like IRL, right? Because I'm not gonna talk about it to people who I work with, because that's kind of crazy.
I think you should.
I think you should do that. That'll go great.
Yeah.
Break room and suggest like 2610 to them.
My
introduce yourself as Djkaktus. They'll
In real life, yeah.
know who you are. Yeah.
There's I've always said that if ever somebody comes up to me on the street and says, "Hey, aren't you Djkaktus?" I will punch them in the face. I don't think I'd be able to deal with that. The one person who
The psychological weight was too much for him to bear.
The one person who I work with who I think might know what the wiki is, that is a Pandora's box I am afraid to open. But I really, man, I feel like I'm gonna do one more very small rant and then I'm gonna leave, and I promise I'll stop talking after that. I do feel sometimes that people get this impression that I have gotten a little bit too big for my britches, and I don't actually give a shit about what we're doing here anymore. And I understand like the
If anyone says that, fuck
reason-
them. Like, seriously, like, no,
Well-
that's not true. And anyone can see that's not true. Because there's no reason you do this shit if you didn't care. It's the opposite. Like, I could see someone saying you care too much, but, like, no one says that you don't care.
I think people assume that I'm doing this for different reasons, right? Like, I think a lot of people assume, and this is, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to criticize anyone, because I'm not. Everybody has reasons for thinking the things that they think, and it's not my place to, criticize the path that they took to get there, right? But for better or worse, there have been people who have this idea that, I have done the things that I've done here and said the things that I've said to achieve some kind of end. I don't know exactly what that end is specifically. I think it kind of differs from person to person. And I want to assure people that, like, I really do like being here, and I really enjoy the process of contributing to the wiki. And like, I have like a really kind of complicated relationship with the wiki as a whole. And so when I talk about the wiki being this kind of like living thing, it's almost because it's been at times both like the antagonist and like supporting character of my life in my 20s, which is kind of a crazy thing to think about, because when I started writing here, I was 21 years old, 22 years old, something like that, and now I'm about to turn 30. It's been like, for the better part of my adult life, this has been like a constant, right? And I understand why people would think that I have some kind of an ulterior motive being here. And I recognize that people have reasons to think whatever they want to think, and I understand. But man, there's just not anything else like this thing on the internet, I don't think. And it has been like a pretty distinct pleasure of mine to have the opportunity to write here, and not just be a writer here, but also be a member of this community. And when it's all said and done, however the thing ends, whether it ends first or I do, I hope that we will have had, I will have done the work I needed to do to convince people that the reason that I wanted to do, or the reason I did all the things I did, and wrote the things I wrote, was because I really believed in this community and the work that we've all done together, to build this living, breathing thing that exists now, under the terms of its own momentum. I've being part of that process and part of this whole big experiment has had a pretty profound impact on my life. And I like being here. I would like to continue to be here long term. And
I'm afraid that's not possible. This was your farewell stream. You were banned.
Yes, this is my farewell stream. I'm leaving. Going to Madagascar.
If someone announced their fucking retirement on the YURTKAST, I would just quit. Like, there's no way we'd be able to come back from that.
Yes, we would. It depends on who it was, like, because if it's someone funny, you would be able to get away with it.
All right, everyone. And with that being said, I'm retiring and leaving now.
Okay, this was fun. Thank you all for watching.
You had a good run, Cactus. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the Jack
retirement stream.
I'm here to announce to everybody that Jack is retiring.
He's not getting a choice in the matter, and you just hear like a shotgun slide.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, no, this is really fun. I appreciate you having me on, House. Thank you, Dune.
Yeah,
for
baby. This is the
putting up with
I
me.
feel like it would be really unfair for me not to have you on, considering this is basically like a spiritual sequel to Cactus Cast anyway.
This is Cactus Cast, but fucked up.
I don't know.
I mean, I would
Tanner's
actually.
fine.
I mean, if it came down to it, I wouldn't even call it Cactus Cast. I would call it like a better continuation of the things Random and I made me do. That's a better.
man.
That's a better parallel.
That was a good show. No, I did make the comment not too long ago that Tanhoodie's podcast was the best podcast on the SCP Wiki currently because it was the only one who's had me on recently. So they've still had me on more. So I guess you'll have to come to
Yeah,
terms
we're
with that.
working on it. We're working on it.
All right, you guys have a good night. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
I'd love to
Yeah.
have you back. Thank
Later,
you, Cactus. Have a
Cactus.
good one.
I love you. Goodbye.
Okay, that was a wet kiss.
That was a real wet one.
Anyway,
Oh,
thank you all, the rest of you, for watching and putting up with our admittedly ridiculous 2.5 hours of playing Uno and reading 914 logs. I'm gonna end the stream now.
Have a fun time editing it. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make like a super cut of like highlights from this because I'm not putting all this shit on YouTube.
All right. Well, again, thanks everyone. Have a good one.
Bye bye.